Hello everyone, Cat Goblin or Martin here, and in this video I'm going to be reviewing British traitors and deserters in Assassin's Creed Black Flag and Rogue. So without further ado, let's get into the review. In order to see the British traitors in Black Flag, you have to do the Templar Hunt Vance Travers side mission during or after Sequence 7. So basically you have to do this side mission when the British regain control over Nassau. Also, I'll be showing you how to give Vance an early death. Now, in this side mission, the enemies that are there are pirates / smugglers, and they do a lot of shady stuff, like talking about smuggling, etc. When you do this side mission after or during Sequence 7, the first memory, Oh Brother, is pretty much the same as if you do it before Sequence 7, except for you have British soldiers patrolling around the area, and the pirate's flag is replaced with a British flag. If you want to give Vance an early death, all you have to do is bring a powder keg before you start the mission, and after the cutscene with Vance, you shoot the powder keg when he walks near it. In the second memory, the other brother, where you have to tail Vance and secretly spy for Upton, some pirate spies will come out, but instead we have British spies. When you play this memory under British control, the scenario changes a bit. So now there are British soldiers eavesdropping for the treasure, and obviously the British spies are much easier to spot because of their red coats. When you assassinate these British spies, they make the same death noise as a pirate / smuggler, so they could be smugglers disguised as British soldiers. And yeah, there's another change in the scenario. Anyways, moving on.
What a business it is! I'm sure neither of you would ever do anything to upset the balance.
Quiet. Now tell me. Was it?
Safe.
But have you no imagination? Can you not imagine the luxurious life that awaits us once we unearth its bounty?
I really don't think that...
The Travers estate and plantations. No more smuggling. No more organizing men. No shipments. No risk. Why not begin now?
Advance. Are you sure your future will unfold so easily?
What do you mean? What you implying?
I am not implying. I am merely... Oh. Do you really imagine this? Mistress of servants, brood mother?
Or should I not imagine? You question her love, her fitness.
Of course not. But knowing her as you do, you must appreciate that she is a woman of action. She needs the sea.
Stand it that you would give her art to me, but she can't even give you a second glance. So you hate her.
I have no hate, only concern.
I'll tell you this. I will marry her. I will kill you for her. I will have your heart on the map. And then the world will see which brother has more honor. I'll bid you good day.
At the end of the memory, the smuggler that tries to assassinate Upton is still a smuggler. In the third memory, Upton's Sorrow, you have to defend Upton from the pirate brawlers, who still remain as pirates. After when you beat all the brawlers, you follow Upton to a street. Upton will of course pee in the middle of the street, and 3 smugglers will walk down the street, but in this case they will be disguised as British soldiers. Also, a regular British patrol will be walking down the street. Once you engage the disguised smugglers in combat, they will immediately attack the British patrol.
Oh, that's much better. Stop that! What? I won't know and let me so much as take a piss.
Put it away!
I'm like a child.
This is perfect. Cutie, urinate. Tightly loose! Faster!
In the last memory, Queen of Pirates, King of Fools, you will have to assassinate Vance and Jing in the swamp. Usually, pirates/smugglers patrol around sections of the swamp, but now they are disguised as British soldiers. Like in the previous memory, the disguised smugglers will engage British soldiers. This memory introduces brutes, and if your crew meter is down, there is a chance that British soldiers and musketmen will spawn in the swamp. But the smugglers and British soldiers will not attack each other unless you engage one of them in combat.
Attack from all sides now! Here's the bar.
Keep spread around him!
In a barrel, mate.
Traitor!
Near the end of the memory, if you chase Jing out of the swamp, she will engage you in combat. There will also be a British patrol and some smugglers disguised as British guards and one captain. The disguised smugglers will engage Jing and the British patrol in combat. Even though Jing is a pirate, the British will fight side by side with her to take you down. Some other British traitors/deserters in Black Flag are the Marauders and Grave Robbers. The Marauders appear in the Poacher's contract and they can be located on this island. Marauders are supposed to be pirates or raiders, but these Marauders look like British soldiers. In this side mission, you will have to assassinate the captain while avoiding 3 musket men. The Grave Robbers appear in the Tomb Raiders contract and they can be located on this island. This contract lists them as British grave robbers, but clearly they're Spanish. So maybe they're British deserters who joined Spanish grave robbers? Who knows, but the objective in this side mission is to assassinate the captain.
Registrad cada centímetro de este lugar. No dejéis piedras sin alzar ni arbustos sin remover. El tesoro podría estar en cualquier parte. ¡Acabad con él!
In Assassin's Creed Rogue, we have 2 British traitors / deserters. At the Assassin HQ in Lower Manhattan, New York, before you liberate the HQ, one of the objectives is to eliminate the British traitor. The British traitor can be found patrolling on a ship. He's pretty much a British captain, except for he fights side by side with assassin thugs, and he does not get mad at you when you're in the restricted area. When you shoot a British guard with a sleep dart, another guard will wake him up. So I shot the British traitor with a sleep dart and carried him to the streets. The British guards don't even bother to wake him up. They do not attack him unless you engage one of them in combat. So the British guards must be aware that the British traitor works with the assassins, but they don't do anything about it. To defeat the British traitor, it's the same as defeating a captain. You wait for his attack, counter it, which then lets you automatically kick him, and then you can take him down. The last British traitor can be found in Sequence 5 Memory 2 Bravado. Before you locate Adewale in the French outpost, if you go to the dock you can see Adewale's ship, and if you look closely you can see a British captain walking around the deck of the ship. The British captain is pretty much invincible and there's just no other way to get onto the ship. In order to get onto Adewale's ship, you're going to have to chase Adewale by ship to the dead end. Now, you'll want to stop your ship just before Adewale's ship engages you in combat. Once you're stopped, Adewale's ship will charge right at you. You can swim or jump to it. If the French man-of-war manages to hit Adewale's ship with heavy shot, then the British captain will catch fire and jump off the ship. Once you get onto the ship, the British captain will be patrolling and he will engage you in combat if he spots you. Now, it's kind of weird that there is a British captain on Adewale's ship. He's the only crew member on board, and I always thought that there might at least be some assassin thugs or French soldiers on board. Also, if you use your spyglass on the French man-of-war in the memory, you can see that the French ship has a British name with the first 3 letters as HMS, and the French man-of-war has no crew. So maybe a British man-of-war and his crew defected and joined the French? Who knows? So everyone, there you have it. Those are all the British traitors / deserters in Assassin's Creed Black Flag and Rogue. Like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next review.